Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about hopefully playoff content coming sometime this week, this weekend, something like that, here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if you'll do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the playoffs start, I believe, on Saturday is when they officially start with like the first round of the playoffs. We got 4 playoff games on Saturday, which is Bucks, Pacers, Clippers, Nuggets, Pistons, Knicks, and Timberwolves, Lakers. But tonight, as I record this video, we got Heat, Bulls, and Mavs, Kings in the 2-9-10 games for the play-in, and then the 8-9 game for that 8 seed is going to be between the Hawks and the winner of Heat, Bulls, and the Grizzlies and the winner of Mavericks, Kings on Friday. First 2 games of the play-in obviously were last night. The Magic won, the Warriors won. It's definitely playoff season, you know what I mean? And so it's the perfect time, with content starting on Saturday, or the playoffs officially starting on Saturday, for playoff content to come out. Now, with that being said, 2K didn't really do playoff content last year, like at all. So I'm hoping that this year they at least like put a half-ass effort into it. Now, I don't exactly, to be totally honest, have like ridiculously high hopes about that, but we didn't get any playoff content last year, really. I'm hoping that this year we do see a lot more of that playoff content because, like, for example, 2K23, we did actually get some pretty darn good playoff content. We got cards for every single playoff team. So there's, what, 6, 12, 16 teams that were in the playoffs, and every single team basically got pretty much their whole team got playoff cards, and then based on those players' performance, they got evos. So I don't know if like RJ Barrett, I guess, got an evo. So there you go, RJ Barrett got an evo here on this card. And if you go through, like, not every single card got an evo, but a lot of cards did. I think Mitchell Robinson got evo to Dark Matter because he had a couple of really good performances, and he wound up as this 93 speed, 73 3-ball, dominant defensive, like really fun, really interesting card. He was like actually pretty good. I vaguely remember that Dark Matter Mitchell Robinson being a really solid card. And so something like this would be sick. I thought the 2K23 playoff evos were actually a very creative idea, and I think that once the play-in is settled on Friday night, 2K could put out playoff content on Saturday, and Saturday we could see 10 to 12 to 13 cards for every single playoff team, and they then get evos updated maybe once a week based on who has really good performances. It'd be an opportunity, number one, for people to potentially invest in cards and try to make MT by predicting who's going to get an evo and who's not based on their performances. It'd be cool just for updated content and gameplay videos, because then on a weekly basis, we're getting something else content. Like, let's say that they added these on Saturday and then they can wait 9 days. I mean, that'd be cool if they'd update the evos twice a week or 3 times a week or on a nearly daily basis. That would be sick. I don't think that's going to happen. So here's my thought process. We get the playoff content. I'm trying to be realistic because I don't want to give 2K, I don't want to expect too much of them. But if they were to do something like this, let's say they dropped cards on Saturday and then they wait 9 days until the next Monday. And by then we're a good chunk of the way through all the first round series, is maybe even 1 or 2 of them that are sweeps are over. At that point, they update them on that Monday, and we get a bunch of new evo cards from players who've had good performances. Then the next Monday, we get another update of evo cards, and they do that throughout the rest of the playoffs, and we get updated evo cards on a weekly basis until the playoffs are over for the next month and a half or so. That would be awesome. Do I think realistically that's going to happen? My honest opinion is probably not. But I am throwing it out there to the world, hoping that I am wrong, because I think it would be very cool content. I think it'd be very good for the health of the game mode, because it's something that, and I've talked about this on this channel many times, and it seems like 2K doesn't really care all that much about connecting with the real life NBA. But this is the perfect time and the perfect opportunity to do just that. This will interest people in real life, because people, even if it's not in the most competitive aspect, most of these cards, even if they were to do something like this, these cards are not probably going to be, for the most part, comp level cards. Even if the best players are Dark Matters and stuff, like maybe a couple of the cards will be good, and I'm sure there'll be some really good Pink Diamond and Opal budget beasts and stuff, but for the most part, these cards are not going to be incredible cards. I mean, in 2K23, the cards started off as Ruby through Galaxy Opal. Like maybe there were a couple of dark matters. I feel like LeBron, I think, was a dark matter. Anthony Davis was a dark matter, I guess. So like there were a few dark matters are the top tier cards. So like it'd be the same thing. Guys like Steph, LeBron, Giannis, Jokic, Shea, etc. could all be dark matters. And then outside of your top 7 to 10 guys, everybody else is Opal, Pink Diamond, Diamond, Amethyst, maybe even Ruby. But at the end of the day, it's fun, exciting content, even if it's not all competitive content. It's opportunity to make MT based on this. It's opportunity to, it both attracts people from the game mode to watch the real life NBA, but more importantly, probably attracts people from the real life NBA into the game mode who can then use their favorite cards. And even if it's not showdown, if it's not competitive level cards, we're getting some good stuff there. And there's always the possibility that players who are budget beasts could have really good performances and get good cards. Like let's just say, for example, I'm trying to think of a good playoff team from this year who has a good like budget beast type card. Let's say the Magic, because they won yesterday. Let's say Franz Wagner has a 35-point performance in the first round, and his card is a base Galaxy Opal or Pink Diamond, but he has a really good performance, and he gets a Evo, and all of a sudden he's a dark matter because he has a great performance. Because he goes from Opal to dark matter or something like that. All of a sudden you have a 6'10" shooting guard who's like an amazing, really fun card. Even if he starts at Pink Diamond and becomes a Galaxy Opal, like in my opinion, there's the possibility for a combination of both really good cards and really good content that makes MyTEAM players more excited to get on the mode. This mode is in desperate need of something besides Friday content and praying for event pieces from these festival events to get people on the game mode. It's in desperate need of it. And this is how, in my opinion, 2K could execute that. Now, let's say that they don't do this, which I would not be surprised at all if we don't see anything like this playoff content. Can we get some playoff spotlights? Can we get some playoff moments? Can we get some round-around playoff challenges that have real rewards? Like, can we get something, please? Because I'm asking for this. I don't think this is going to happen. I would like it to. I don't think this is going to happen. Can we please just get something? Like, can we please pretend? I'm going back to 2K24. Did we get anything for playoff content last year? I'm literally going to go look right now. Let's go look. Let's go check and see if we got literally anything for playoff content last year, because I honestly don't remember, which means the answer is probably no. Oh, we did. I remember. We got the where were those cards? Oh, we got cards for each round. That's what it was. Where is the finals cards? The finals cards, there were 4 finals cards. Spark 5, here we go. There were 4 finals cards: Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Jason Tatum, and Drew Holiday. And I think they were all free, and I think they all kind of sucked, if I remember correctly. But we got those 4 free finals cards. And then we were getting these conference finals cards. Were these grindable? I feel like these were grindable, if I'm not mistaken. I remember them not being very good, which is why they don't leave much of a impression on me. But we got cards for each round of the playoffs. That's what it was, and they were. I believe they were grindable, if I'm not mistaken. But I also remember them not being very good and not being very exciting. I'd like to see something better than this. We'll see. So today is Saturday when the playoffs actually start is the 19th. So April like 20, when did we get the round 1 cards last year? We got them May 7th. I guess we got them after the first round of the playoffs. Interesting. Hopefully we get something before the first round of the playoffs starts. Will we? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really have no idea. It would not surprise me at all if this is a complete letdown. Hello, Archer. Archer has come to say hi to the video. It would not surprise me at all if this is a complete and utter letdown in terms of content. And it would also not totally shock me if 2K actually does something decent for this. And I'm hoping that it's actually on the decent side. That'd be really, really nice. So with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.